What's good, Joe? It's your boy Tony the Savant back again. Excuse me. Hope everybody's having a good to great day, man. Hope you're getting your goals accomplished, getting out there, getting busy, standing on business. Let's get right into this video because this is going to be a two-part series. When I was originally kind of writing out my pre-thoughts about this subject matter, I thought it was getting a little lengthy on paper. So I said, you know what, I'm going to break this down. I'm going to hit both sides of the coin because I really want to expound on this. But the title of the video, you see it, um, The Moment That I Stopped Supporting Stephen A. Smith. Now, I know I've made a number of videos about Stephen A. Smith. Some, like I say, supporting him, some that I utterly disagree with him. Um, my take, my, you know what I mean, like the pinned comment, uh, the quote that I like to put out there when it pertains to Stephen A. Smith, Tony the Savant. My opinion on Stephen A. Smith is that either I 100% agree with Stephen A. when he's talking sports or business or whatever, I 100% agree with him, or if he's talking sports or business or whatever, I 1,000% disagree with him. Because Stephen A is the kind of guy that gives you some truth. He gives you some stuff that you can work with, if you will. You know what I mean? Some little tidbits that you may find inspirational or motivational. Or I understand why Stephen A. Smith is as popular as he is amongst the basketball community. But as equally as Stephen A. Smith is loved and supported by some of I say it's about 80-20 out here. It used to be 50-50, but I think the support for Stephen A. Smith dwindled about the same time the moment I stopped supporting him. Um, I think that how people, like I say, the people that I talk to, they either, strong supporters of Stephen A. They rock with him. They rock with him to the end of the earth. You know what I mean? They kind of ignore uh, the stuff that others call out about him. There is a subsect of sports fans that do not understand or do not see the tomfoolery that myself and other content creators call out when it comes to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith is not consistent, y'all. Yeah, you know what I mean. He's not. As much as he likes to play the whole, big homie, big boss, or uh, he's the number one dude. As much as he likes to play that role, when you break Stephen A. Smith down, you come to find out that there's much more to be desired. Um, and my second video, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm gonna put it out there why I believe he is not the highest paid talent on ESPN, nor is ESPN. And he not even potentially, like, the ESPN does not have any plans long term for Stephen A. Smith to be the highest paid talent on their network. You know what I mean? And I think I've for in my investigation, I found out why. But anyway, this particular video, as like I said, I don't want to just focus on the moment I stopped supporting Stephen A. Smith, because I believe this is the moment a lot of people stopped supporting Stephen A. Smith. It was the Ray Rice situation for me, y'all. The Ray Rice situation. Now, we all know what Stephen A. said about it. So, that situation is about 10 plus years old, I think, you know what I mean, somewhere around there. When Stephen A. Smith came out and made his initial comments about the Ray Rice situation, I think 100%. If you are a person with two brain cells and a little bit of common sense, I think most of us across the board agree with what Stephen A. Smith said initially, which was that he did not agree with what Ray Rice did in the video. When the video came out, we all had heard about it, and I think it was some time after that the video ended up coming out, and that's when everybody kind of made their commentary about it. But he said he did not agree with what he seen on the video. It was egregious. It was ugly. We all know, he got in his word bag for this one, and He also made a statement that as much as he does not agree with men hitting women, he does not agree with women hitting men. Because if I'm not mistaken, Ray Rice's wife hit him as well. I mean, I ain't trying to revisit the situation personally, but I believe there was an exchange. And a lot of times in these domestic cases, yeah, women be, you know what I'm saying, slinging, throwing rights too. You know what I'm saying? So, and for the most case, I believe she did, swing on him too, or it might have just been a Dana White situation, one of the two. You know what I mean? But anyway, I mean that's something that I agree with too. Um, and keep your hands to yourself. It don't matter who you are, what you know what I'm saying, your genitalia is. At the end of the day, keep your hands to yourself because my personal uh opinion is that I'm not gonna go hit a female. You know, if a female hit me, I work out every day. I'm strong. I'm not finna go, exuding my strength on no 90-pound woman if she get out of line and hit me, or any pound woman. You know what I mean? More times than not, a woman that's smaller than me would be the one that would try it. And it's like I'm not finna go back and forth and be getting in no physical altercations with a woman. You come out with a knife, gun, something like that. Yeah, I might have to defend myself a little bit stronger, but at the end of the day, nah. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, with women, and I've had sisters, and my older sisters, all violent, if you will. You know what I mean? Once I got big enough, hit my puberty stage, and I was clearly stronger than them, I never fought them. But, I just give them a little hug, like, hey, sis, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That would piss them off more, but it's like, I don't have to fight you to nullify the threat, if you will. And that's what I say about, what I'm saying, my personal opinion when it comes to those matters. But I agree with what Stephen A said initially about the Ray Rice situation too. For the most part, he don't agree with it. Men, keep your hands to yourself. Women, keep your hands to yourself. And if Stephen A was suspended, crazy, he was suspended for having that opinion. And at that time, I think I also stopped supporting ESPN. You know what I mean? Just like I just kind of seen through the veil of crap. You know what I mean? The whole agenda was on the full display because Stephen A. Smith was suspended for saying what all of America was, I think we was in agreement with. You know, nobody, what I'm saying, was supporting Ray Rice or rooting him on at that time. You know what I mean? About the facts. I don't think anybody was rooting for Ray Rice at that time, including Stephen A. Smith. So for the reason for the suspension was just, out of left field for me. But the moment I stopped supporting Stephen A. is when he returned. When he came back from his little suspension and he tucked his tail between his legs and did all this apologizing and redaction and retracting and all this walking backwards. And it was just nasty, man. It was like, yo, you did nothing wrong. And if it was me, and this is probably why I never work on ESPN, but I'm coming back to work doubling down. I'm sorry, it's probably not the job for me at this point because I'm gonna stand on what's right. Yes, no. If a woman was to come up to me right now and just slap the mess out of me, again, I'm not gonna personally go back and forth fighting you, fish fighting with a woman, but you don't know what the next man is dealing with, what's on his mind, what's on his heart. You know what I mean? So you just can't go walking around hitting people and then just having this school of thought that, oh, I'm a woman, can't nobody do nothing to me. Because I might not do nothing to you, but my older sister will, the violent ones. You know what I mean? So you might walk yourself into a situation that's even worse than a man knocking you, who's knocking you around. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 big sisters, and if they jump on you, it'd be way worse than me getting on you. So, but I'm just saying, this is the school of thought that I'm coming from that we got to put out there that I don't understand why Stephen A. Smith was suspended for. You know what I mean? I would be suspended from ESPN if if I had to comment on this situation for my thoughts. And I think most people would agree with me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when Stephen A. Smith came back, coddled his tail between his legs and did all that apologizing, I said, no, sir, no more. I can't support this, brother. And from that point on, Stephen A. Smith has just been a constant contradiction. what's really been glaring for me is how he used to tell the truth about LeBron James, and now all of a sudden LeBron James is the second greatest player of all time. LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith, who is supposed to be the leading basketball expert. You understand that? That's what he hails himself, the number one basketball journalist or what else, basketball reporter. Above all the other sports he reports on, Stephen A. Smith really champions his basketball knowledge. With all you know about the game, Stephen A., you've deduced that LeBron James is the second greatest player to ever play this game. Seriously, all you know about it, all you know about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all you know about Magic Johnson. I mean, you can give Larry Bird and LeBron some fun debate there, but all you know about Larry Bird, you know what I mean? These dudes are better. All you know about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was your first. I think no, AI was the first dude to kind of put. Stephen A. on, respectfully. But Kobe used to give, Stephen A. that was his man's. Used to give him inside information. All you know about Kobe, all you know about Tim Duncan, all you know about Steph. I'm saying these dudes that are contemporaries of LeBron James that you can easily make a case for that are better than him. And Stephen A. Smith, the leading expert in basketball, running around the internet streets, running around the mainstream streets, running around the YouTube streets, talking about LeBron James is the second greatest player. And here's the reason why, y'all. For the stuff that he's been through, because he's a great dad and all this stuff. Not because of what he's produced on the court. No, it's because all those same LeBron sexuals, emotional reasons that makes LeBron James a great player. All of the stuff that happened off the court. Because when you start talking about what happened on the court, it's crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway, this ain't a LeBron James video. Stephen A., this is why I can't support you, man. This is why, you ain't the highest paid dude on ESPN. This is why ESPN is about to give you your walking papers. You're running around the internet trying to do all these interviews, build up your platform, trying to, come over to what we doing and all that stuff. We see this. We see the scheme, man. We see the scam. Understand, ESPN is out on you because they starting to see what we all been seeing. You got some trash you got some trash sports takes. You know what I mean? You say some of the most controversial things when it comes to some real subject matter and stuff that you need to be talking about. You don't talk about. And then you want to be the leading voice for Black America and the leading voice for basketball opinions and the leading voice on this and the leading, like, bro, get out of here. We see right through you. Malcolm X told us about you 60 years ago, Stephen A. You know what I mean? Malcolm X described cats like Stephen A. to the Sox. You know what I mean? These company men playing a role, speaking out of both sides of their mouth. Just mascots, mascots for whoever they working for, whoever they master is at the time. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. That's part one to this video. Part two, I'm dropping more bars. Y'all rock with me. I appreciate the love and support. Y'all know y'all are the ones that I work for. I don't cater my audience to nobody but my audience because there's only real ones really rocking with me. And I appreciate y'all for that. But y'all the bosses, I'm the dude that love to work. I'm gonna get back in the lab. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.